Amit Shah is joining us live from Midnapore. That's where Home Minister Amit Shah is expected any moment. Amit, a few minutes from now, the Home Minister is expected to be at the Siddheshwar Kali temple. From there to another temple, the Devi Mahamaya, and then he is also going to be having lunch at a farmer's house.
That's right. In fact, Akshata, we're here at that farmer's house in Balijuri in Midnapore district. My camera person Sanjay will show you the images from behind me. You can see that this house has been spruced up to some degree. There is Swagatam which has been written on the walls of this house, and you can see the security is extremely tight in fact, the inhabitants of this house have been kept away from the media glare for the moment. What we know is the farmer Sanatan Singh will be hosting the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, over lunch this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. And a very elegant spread has been laid out, which is very simple, but very typically Bengali. A spread has been laid out for the Home Minister here at Sanatan Singh's residence. He will, of course, come here from first the Siddheshwari Kali temple, where we were earlier, like you were telling our viewers. That is again an ancient temple here in Midnapore district. This is specifically West Midnapore, where I'm standing right now. He will visit that temple, and then of course he will pay his tribute to revolutionary Khudiram Bose. After paying his tributes to Khudiram Bose, he will temple and perform puja, which is the Devi Mahamaya temple, before he proceeds to this location where I am right now, which is the Balijuri village in Midnapore district, in order to have lunch with the farmer's family over here. Extremely significant, given that it comes in the backdrop of the fact that the centre has been at the crossroads as far as farmers protesting at the Delhi-NCR border is concerned, and the Prime Minister no less has tried to assure these protesting farmers that their interests have been kept in mind when formulating the 3 farm laws which they are opposed to and are insisting should be repealed in their entirety. So a very strong message that the Home Minister will be sending out from over here, and then of course from here he will be proceeding for a public rally which he is to address at the Midnapore College ground, and we're expecting that he will touch upon the subject of farm laws there as well, because it is part of the larger campaign of the centre and the party, the Bharatiya Janata Party, to reach out to the people, go all out in order to tell them about the farm laws, the fact that, you know, there are vested interests, as the government says and as the BJP says, who are trying to mislead the farmers, who are trying to, in a way, spread misinformation about these laws. So that needs to be dispelled in some sense, and that is what is expected that the Home Minister will be doing here when he addresses that public rally, of course, aside from attacking the Mamata Banerjee government and setting the stage for battleground Bengal.
The BJP and the government has been largely focusing on sending out the right message to farmers, and it is in that front that Amit Shah has decided, as part of his 2-day schedule, to also make a farmer outreach, to have lunch at a farmer's home, to send across the right message on those reforms. So that will be a big takeaway from this visit. Besides that, politically also very, very important, this particular visit, because former TMC MLA, a bigwig really in Bengal, someone who has a huge amount of political presence, Shubhendu Adhikari, is all set to join the BJP in presence of Amit Shah in Midnapore today. Around 10 MLAs and leaders of the Congress, of the TMC and the left will be joining BJP along with Shubhendu. His entry into the BJP has huge significance because he has a lot of influence and power in rural Bengal and is really unchallenged in Midnapore. That's his bastion. That's where Amit Shah is. He controls various workers' unions also in the state. You also have former Haldia MLA Tapsi Mondal, who will be joining the BJP today after quitting the CPIM yesterday. As far as the TMC goes, they're suffering one blow after another. After the Barakpur MLA Silbhadra Datta, you have MLA from Kanti Uttar, Bhanashri Mehti, who's also quit the party. Both will be joining the BJP with Shubhendu today. In some respite, however, for the TMC, MLA Jitendra Tiwari, who had quit the party day before yesterday, has now made a U-turn, said that he will continue to be in the TMC.
Men may come, men may go, but party will be there. And we have accepted the challenge. The soil of Bengal, they never accept the betrayers, the treacherous. All are paper tigers. And it will be proved very soon that ultimately the answer, the only alternative will be the people. And the people is still with Mamata Banerjee.
কি তাপসী মণ্ডল নতুন দলে যোগদান করতে চলেছেন?
হ্যাঁ, এই দলটার কোনো দিশা নেই। আগামী দিনে কী করবেন, শুধুমাত্র প্রচার সর্বস্ব পার্টি হয়েছে এখন। সাধারণ মানুষের কাছে যাচ্ছেন না, মানুষের পাশে দাঁড়াচ্ছেন না।
Polami, there's going to be a lot of focus on that public rally. This is going to be essentially a message that Amit Shah, the BJP, will want to show the TMC that there are going to be more such rebellions perhaps, and that they are going to try and take away some of the biggest powerhouses of the Trinamool Congress. How big a setback is it for the TMC when we talk about Shubhendu Adhikari deciding to dump the party and move to the BJP?
Oh, as far as Shubhendu Adhikari goes, this is definitely a big jolt for the Trinamool Congress. Even if the Trinamool Congress will say it isn't so, and the BJP is only wooing people over to defect from the TMC into the BJP using money bags, as Mamata Banerjee said very recently in her rally in Cooch Behar. So that is what the TMC is saying, but they are feeling the pinch, and this is not just a pinch, actually this is quite a blow for the TMC as far as Shubhendu Adhikari is concerned. You're looking at a district here where I'm standing right now, which is quite dominated by Shubhendu Adhikari, and not just this district where I'm standing right now in West Midnapore. We're talking about East Midnapore, we're talking about his clout in Bankura, in Purulia as well. So we're talking about a large chunk, about close to 6 parliamentary constituencies, 63 assembly segments that he stands to influence to some degree or another, and that's a huge chunk that you're talking about. So clearly he is bringing a lot to the table as far as the BJP is concerned. So the TMC is definitely very rattled by this. They made all efforts in order to convince him to come back to the party, to stay in the party, but that was early on. And after that attempt, when it became very clear to the TMC Shubhendu Adhikari was not likely to change his mind at all, they let him go, and he then continued to quit the party and the government in various stages, and finally he quit as a primary member of the TMC, which basically cleared the decks for him joining the Bharatiya Janata Party. So a huge blow for the TMC. In fact, that is the reason why the TMC will be conducting a meeting here in Kontai on December 23rd, which will be attended by some top leaders in order to get a sense from the ground from the TMC cadre and the party workers and those who are local body leaders in these various districts as to what exactly do they think is the impact of Shubhendu's exit, because it's not just one individual who's defecting, he takes many along with him, and that you will see the ripple effect of it for some time to come. So that assessment will have to be done by the TMC, which they're hoping to do, and of course then throw away, as many are insisting over here who are loyal TMCites, that they need to throw away and weed out those who continue to be loyal either to Shubhendu or to the Adhikari family. That family needs to not have as much stake in the TMC, even though, like I was pointing out earlier, 2 members of the family continue to be part of the party as members of parliament.
Okay, so we're being told that about 10 leaders, and this is not just restricted to the TMC, from the Congress, the left, they're all also going to be joining the BJP in the presence of Amit Shah. A bit of uncertainty over the names because the BJP is playing its cards close to its chest right now, wants to keep that surprise element going to the stage for the rally that's slated to happen at 2 p.m. Polami, we'll keep coming across to you. Polami Saha reporting there from Midnapore, which is where all the action is. That's where Amit Shah is going to land any moment now.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.